So previously we have learned the concept of distance and time. Now in this video, we're going to learn the concept of speed. So what exactly is speed? See, speed basically tells us how fast or how slow an object is moving. So to demonstrate the concept, let me take an example. So every morning you go from your house to your school. So we'll take that example. So let's say this over here is your house. And let's say this over here is your school. So I'll assume the distance between your house and your school is 5 kilometers. So I'll write down over here, distance is equal to 5 kilometers. Now, there are multiple ways by which you can go from your house to your school. Let's say we'll take 3 ways. You can go by the school bus, or you can go cycling with your friends, or you can walk with your friends. So let me write down the 3 ways. Option number 1 is you can take a bus to go to school. Option number 2 is you can bicycle with your friends. And option number 3 is you can walk with your friends. Now, each of these will take certain amount of time. So let me write down the time. So let's say if you go by bus, it takes you 10 minutes to reach the school. Next, if you go by bicycle, let's say it takes you 20 minutes. And if you go walking, let's say it takes you 30 minutes. Walking or jogging, right? You can always jog first thing in the morning. So now my question to you guys is, which is the fastest way of going to school? So immediately you'll answer, bus is the fastest way of going to school. So I'll write down over here, this over here is the fastest way of going to school. And if I ask you which is the slowest way of going to school, you'll say walking. So I'll write down over here, slowest way. Now my question to you is, how did you get this fastest or slowest? So what you must have done is, you would have said for the same distance, because bus takes the least amount of time, therefore it is the fastest. Whereas for the same distance, walking takes maximum amount of time, so it is slowest. So what are you doing over here? You're basically comparing two things, guys. Distance and time. So by using distance and time, you can judge what is fast and what is slow. So that is basically what speed is. So speed is nothing but how much distance you're covering in how much time. So the formula for speed, I'll write down over here. The formula for speed is nothing but distance divided by time. So speed basically tells us how much distance you're covering in how much time. Is this clear? I repeat, to judge whether an object is fast or slow, what do? We need two things, distance and time, right? So combining these two quantities, we get a new quantity known as speed. So speed is defined as distance divided by time. This over here is the formula. Now, what are the various units? See, for distance, we have various units, centimeter, meter, kilometer. For time, we have various units, seconds, minutes, hours. So generally, 2 units of speed are used. The first one is meter per second. So if you take distance in meter and time in seconds, we get the speed in meter per second. Or you may choose the distance in kilometer and the time in hour. So we get kilometer per hour. So the two most commonly used units of speed are either meter per second or kilometer per hour. These are commonly used units. You can also write centimeter per minute. That is fine. But generally we'll always give the answer either in meter per second or kilometer per hour. Is this clear? So now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to calculate the speed of each of these. So we're going to calculate the speed of the bus, speed of the bicycle, and speed while walking. So see, let's first talk about the bus. So first step in physics, guys, is write down the formula. So I'll say speed is equal to distance divided by time. Now see, guys, what is the distance between your house and your school? 5 kilometers. So here distance I'm taking in kilometers. So whenever you take distance in kilometers, we'll take the time in hours, so that we get the speed in kilometers per hour. Now divide this by time. What is the time the bus takes? It takes 10 minutes. Now see, here the units is minutes. I want it in hours. So we'll convert minutes to hours. How do we convert minutes to hours? Divide by 60. So 10 minutes divided by 60. So this is basically 1/6 of an hour. Is this clear? So I write this value over here, 1/6 of an hour. So see, guys, whenever you're doing numericals in physics, first of all, write down the formula. Then write down the values, and with the values, do mention the units. Often I've seen students are very confused with the units. They don't know whether the speed is coming in kilometer per minute or meter per second, right? And many times they even forget to write the units. Recall, we have learned whenever we do any measurement, there are two parts, number and unit. So the best thing is just put the units over here. So now we'll solve this. This will become 5 into 6 by 1 kilometer per hour. So what is 5 into 6? 30. That means the speed of the bus is 30 kilometers per hour. Is this clear? I repeat, what is the speed of the bus? The speed of the bus is 30 kilometers per hour. So this is how you calculate speed. Is this clear? Next thing what I'm going to take is bicycle. So number 2, bicycle. So let's calculate the speed of the bicycle. So what is step number 1? Write down the formula. So I'll say speed is equal to distance divided by time. Now write down the values. What is the distance? It is 5 kilometers upon time. Time is 20 minutes. I want the time in hours, so convert this. So this is equal to 20. How do we convert minutes to hours? Small to big, divide by 60. So 0, 0 cut. We get this as 1/3 of an hour. So divided by 1/3 of an hour. So this becomes 5 into 1/3 becomes 3/1 kilometer per hour. What is 5 into 3? 15. So speed by cycling is 15 kilometers per hour. So this over here is the speed of the bicycle. As you can see, speed of the bicycle is less than the speed of the bus. So bus is of course faster than the cycle. Finally, walking. Again, first the formula. Next step, write down the values. So what is the distance? It is 5 kilometers divided by the time. So time is 30 minutes. Convert this to hours. Minutes to hours, divide by 60. So this is half an hour. So write down over here, half an hour. So 5 divided by half is 5 into 2/1 kilometers per hour. That is 5 into 2 is 10. So 10 kilometers per hour. That means if we are walking, then our speed comes out to be 10 kilometers per hour. So now my question is, speed of the bus is 30 kilometers per hour, bicycle is 15 kilometers per hour, walking is 10 kilometers per hour. So which is the fastest object? That object which has the largest speed or the maximum speed. So obviously bus has the maximum speed, hence bus is the fastest. Which is the slowest object? Walking, least speed. So the same conclusion we got over here, but we got an exact value. We can also say the speed of the bus is double the speed of bicycle. Similarly, the speed of the bus is 3 times that of walking. Is this clear? So because speed of the bus is 3 times that of walking, right? That means it will cover the same distance in 3 times less time. See, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 3 times less time. So this over here is the concept of speed. So speed is nothing but it tells us how much distance is covered in how much time. The two standard units of speed are meter per second or kilometers per hour. So if you want the answer in meter per second, take distance in meter and time in seconds. If you want the answer in kilometers per hour, take distance in kilometers and time in hours. So here, because my distance was in kilometers, I converted time to hours, applied the formula, get the answer. And whenever guys you're doing a numerical in physics, first step, write down the formula, then write the values with the units, and your final answer should have 2 things: measurement, that is number, and unit. Is this clear? So this over here is the concept of speed.